and I was like blown away by it. Did you see it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I was confident, like, oh my god, you gotta see this film. And I love mainstream films as well.
I mean, we love good movies.
I guess that's the thing, good movies, basically. Good stories.
Yeah. I mean, if you do a good, I mean, The Hangover was, and it's so funny because I didn't expect it to be, it's hilarious. I mean, I loved Iron Man.
I loved Iron Man.
I mean, I don't watch a ton of mainstream movies. I try to be pretty selective, but you know, good movie's a good movie. It's just that I think the sort of mainstream versus independent happened because for so long Hollywood took advantage of its position, and they know because they can spend $50 million on advertising that they can kind of shove anything they want down to people's throats. And it becomes more about how can we market this? Is this marketable, not is the movie good?
Which in their defense, sometimes they have to do it. Nobody ever sets out to make a bad movie. But sometimes for whatever reason things don't click, you know, and then they've invested all of that, you know, that money behind it, and they have to sort of try to find a way to recoup those costs. So, you know, I don't know, I think that's definitely a part of it.
And it's just, I mean, the thing is that independent films, I mean, I won't say they're always better. There's some pretty bad independent movies.
Oh my god, horrible.
But the thing is you'll never hear about them if they're bad because they'll sort of fade into obscurity. But if Warner Brothers makes a crappy movie, you'll hear about it.
Yeah.
Because they will just run even more ads trying to convince you to go.
Well, not just that. I mean, Warner Brothers, they put out a lot of really great things too, and so people talk about the films that, you know, the major studios put out, and so if it's bad, it spreads because people are going to see it because they're like, oh, you know, I like what this company puts out, or, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's what it is that it's just also at this point they have more people seeing the films than we do.
Another question. How does that work?
The majority of directors that I've worked with, like Silent Light, for example, from Carlos Regatas, I had worked with him on some of his past films, just with publicity and stuff like that. And so, you know, and I always let him know how his film is doing, and, you know, I was taking out theatrically, it's playing, like, I kept him posted on everything. And then there were certain awards, like I submitted it for Film Independent Spirit Award, and when I read that Scorsese had liked the film, I actually, you know, because I liked Carlos, the director, so much, I thought, you know, this will really help him sell his film. Let me see if I can get a quote from Scorsese, because, you know, not everybody knows who Carlos Regatas is, but they know who Martin Scorsese is. And then even with You, the Living, another film that is just finishing up its theatrical run now, I was talking about Roy Anderson, the director, he was the filmmaker in focus. Like, we flew out to New York just to shoot what was happening there so we could put it on the special features. Like, when we have a film and we're really passionate about it, a lot of times it's because the director, he's really passionate about it. It's exciting. That excitement feeds off of itself. You know, when you have somebody who's excited about their film and you're excited about their film, it's fun. It's a fun process working with them. And you want to do as much as you can, and, you know, everybody kind of gets excited. And then also for the fans, like, we're like, oh my god, if they love this film, it's going to be so cool for them to see this. You know, Roy in New York, and, you know, he doesn't normally travel, you know, and so he's just sort of, he said it was really cute in one of the interviews that it meant more to him being invited to MoMA than if he had won an Academy Award. And for us, we were just like, it was so nice, you know, hearing that.
He told us after, because we spent a few days with them because they were doing a retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art of all of his films. He told us that he felt better about us than any other distributor he's had, but I think it's because he knows that we have passion for the movies and we want to share good movies. You know, we want people to get it out. So.
Well, not just that. I mean, like I said, also I like to keep them posted on everything that we're doing. You know, if they get this great review in the New York Times, they're the first person I let know about it, and they're incredibly grateful, and they like knowing. It means a lot to them that we give them that extra attention, but we're doing it because we also generally enjoy it too.
Fans.
Because who also doesn't like giving people good news, you know? So, yeah.